Hello everyone, Railgan here with another CVT game. This time we're looking at Edsger. Deathnos on Reddit. He wrote me, in this CVT I used your 3 Roach Ravager build as a basis. During the game I felt I was ahead, but looking back at the game, the game didn't go so well. My main problem is the engagement with Terran Bio and tank armies. If you have any suggestions, that would be great. But he did well. Well, the opener. I did cut drones at certain times, seeing the Terran didn't expand, and built some safety spines. Safety spines. But didn't go so well. Engagements went pretty bad. General problems, I get supply block too. Let's have a look. So we have the pool hatch gas. 3 Roach opener. If you guys don't know it, check it out. You can find it on Team Liquid. Pretty sure you can just Google 3 Roach opener, you'll find it. The Warren is in the gas. Always keep 16 drones. It's not too much. I also make the toolings as soon as the pool is done, so you can sneak them past the Reaper. Some damage. Just small problems, small things that can be done better. I don't like sending the links along the top because yes, the Terran can see them, as you can see here with the green. Also prefer to send the first Overlord over here, not the second one. It's just me maybe. Some harass, okay. Yeah, it's very good so far. Could have done more damage, I think, already. It's going against Hellions, no Widow Mines actually. Why are the... I mean, as long as you can macro well. The lair seems a little bit delayed. That happens from time to time. Checked, not really happening. Could have done more damage if you just waited for the Widow Mines. I think you can 2-shot the Widow Mines so they die pretty quickly. Yep. Yeah, just like that. That's very good. Then of course you slowly get cleaned up. Spine Crawler for defense. Spore Crawler, I can understand. You were scared of drops. What I would do right now is I would morph this into a Overseer. Just kind of check. I mean, you know that he has a third base on the way. You don't. You really need to know if he has a third or not as soon as your lair is finished. If he has no third, get Roach Speed immediately. Roach Speed can be really good. Also, you need more drones. It's very important to have the mineral income. I know you're getting the gas, you can get the mutas out, but you really need the drones. You're defending the drop really well. Luckily he dropped right on top of your spine and spore crawler, so that's very good. The third could be on the way as well. I mean, you have more than 300 minerals in the bank, right? You're morphing the Ravagers, most likely for Liberators. Just scout and know what you're up against. Then you would realize that he already has his third base. And you wouldn't be so scared. Because you made a lot of defensive units just because you didn't scout, so you don't know what exactly your opponent is up to. Okay. Now the muters are just kind of out there, right? Really doing too much. Like these muters have done nothing at all. Now you're moving out with these roaches that you built about 3 minutes ago. But you know what I mean? And the tanks come, push, you have to go. I mean, you should be able to crush this, right? What are you doing? The mutants? Well, that's not good. And the mutalists fight against the marines while the Roach Ravager did nothing. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that engagement again a little after. Not gonna go about the early game again. My post-game analysis, I think I talked about that a decent amount. But definitely want to talk about that engagement and the way you use your units. That seems to be a pretty big problem. Mutalisks are kind of curious. What's your camera like? So you go in. Okay. You spend your money well, that's pretty good. That's very important that you can spend your money. Now, this attack that you are doing right now, usually when I play this style I'm maxed at 9 minutes, so a minute before this. And my 1-1 upgrade is already done, so you definitely want the faster upgrades. I usually get them as soon as my Mutalisks are built. I start my double evolution chamber and I get the upgrades, because now you're way behind in upgrades and you get, well, you just get wrecked, right? You cannot attack into 1-1 bio. Or does he even have the armor upgrade? Yes, he does. You cannot attack into 1-1 bio while being at 1-0. At 0-0, that's not going to work with Roach Ravage. It's all about the superior firepower and stuff. And once again, not the drone there, too many drones in the main, in the natural, but just some more drones please, at those spaces. Well, I mean, you do have some there, so it's okay. Never mind, you have enough drones. But you're doing a good job trying to keep him away. Did you say again? Engagements went pretty bad, yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Well, in the second engagement, the upgrades were kind of the problem, right? I'm gonna speed through this, see the next fight. You kind of spend your money well, you're getting the infestors now. Now you once again are at the upgrade deficit. Right? Okay. 1 against 2-2, yeah. It really makes a big difference. Then you just move on top of the tanks and get destroyed. Yeah. Then the fungus come after the engagement is already over. Oh. Yep. Well, Mr. Edsger, you're still in okay spot. I mean, the game is not over. You're now going for a counter-attack. Just check if he's in the middle of the map. I mean, now he's here with sieged up tanks, so it's gonna be hard to break through that. You kill his 4th, so he's on 3 base economy once again. Still have this base as well, you have this base, that's very good. You're in a good position army supply wise. Then you engage and your units just explode. Yep, that's kind of what I expected to happen. Okay, this should be the end of the game, so let's go over. First of all, let's go back to the first engagement. I'm gonna go quickly up over all these engagements. I'm not gonna, I mean, the early defense was kind of okay, I guess. It was a bit lucky that he went and dropped right there. Usually roaches are enough to defend, because you also want to be aggressive, right? Yeah, if you're mutas, just build the double evolution chamber now, build more drones, you need more drones. Just saturate your mineral lines, please. Yeah, building right now, it's good. The Mutalisks, you want your opponent to build turrets, he kind of builds them. I would have just flown to the top immediately, try to do some damage. You also never scouted, you don't know that he actually has a 3rd and is already mining there. Right here, right? Just engage into him. These units are enough to kill this army. Just an attack. You don't have the upgrades on the way, you don't spend your money well right now. That's a pretty big problem. Isn't it because your 3rd base was late, probably? You have the larva to spend it on, and you also are a little bit slow on it. You have 8 larvae right now. You could definitely spend a decent amount of. You also went for 7 mutants, that's okay. So just attack him here, and if you can keep his marine numbers low, then your Mutalisks will be able to clean up everything anyways. Right here I would have just flown past those marines and tried to kill them. I mean, Roach Ravager is a pretty strong composition, especially against only 2 tanks. There's no way he can fight you. You could have absolutely crushed him right here. I mean, you can tell, right? Don't you could have done that right from the get-go, and you would have lost so many mutants. Then over here, yeah, you try to do some harassment a little bit late. Better late than never, I guess. The upgrades are a pretty big problem. Here, now going over to the next fight. There's a drone in the middle. Can you spot the drone? There it is. Yeah, this is okay so far. Now let's see, how do we engage this? Okay, you take 3 shots and you run away. He unsieges the tanks. God knows why. No, 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 no. No, please. Okay, let's go back. This is good. He makes a mistake. You try to capitalize, right? And now you don't want to move with your entire army on top of the tanks. Like, the bio is doing more damage to you than these tanks are. Just what I would do is a move, click here for example. Then Ravager. Biles everywhere. Just across this bio, maybe in a line like this, so he has to move in all directions. Then box these roaches, send them over here. Spread them out a little bit. Attack these tanks. But you don't want to walk with your entire army on top of his bio so you can land 3 shots and kill your Ravagers. I mean, now the tanks just kill you anyway, so you are not even attacking them, even though you're standing right next to them. And of course the upgrades were another big problem. Let's go to the next engagement. Kind of want to talk about the engagements in this video, I guess. Do you fight him here? I think you could have, but... Okay, he moves. Do you fight him? Yeah, I think you do have to fight him right here. So, right here the big problem is that most of your infestors are not in the battle. It's really hard to fight against this many tanks in this location. You need to spread out your units. You're just going to engage as a ball and then... Right, you take 3 shots. You reposition. For Ravagers, yeah, you need Ravagers. You're going for infestors, you're behind in upgrades and everything. Then you once again you move clumped up on top of the tanks. Like right here. You just move as a clump on top. You don't need to just send these roaches in there enough. You don't need to send everything in. And just try to stutter step. Throw some biles. Yeah, there are the biles. Oh, he did not move. Just spread them out a little bit more as well. Yeah, just like that. Those are good biles. But I mean, you had 2 really that's a good engagement, so that of course put you behind quite a bit. And I think that's actually going to be my analysis for this game. You managed to get into a decent spot again. You didn't kill all his tanks. The fungus were good ones, the infestors are here, but everything was just not there in time. The upgrades were late. The mutalisks didn't do too much. Not enough drones as well, I think, early on. You kind of then fix that mistake a little bit later. And if you let the turn get into this kind of position, then way to break, right? You need to come from this side and from this side if you want to break this. Because if you just engage from one angle, then you explode. As we can tell. And that's it for this game. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I hope it helped you a little bit. Maybe you can take something out of it for your games. And I'll be back again tomorrow with maybe the last replay. I'll have to check. I'll have to check what I do for tomorrow. But I want to thank you all for watching. So until next time. Bye!